Kenyan opposition leader Raila Odinga has ruled out talks with President William Ruto without a third-party mediator. This follows months of anti-government protests which have left schools dead. Police have been accused of being heavy-handed and conducting a crackdown on opposition party members, including members of Parliament Babu Owina. Owina was arrested along with 6 others on subversive activities. I spoke to him earlier.
If you, a member of Parliament who represents millions or thousands of your constituents in Parliament, is manhandled and treated in the manner in which you'd be treated, does this kind of give us a perspective, if you will, of the heavy-handedness that has been reported of the police, and the fact that a number of individuals, I think at the last count, just over a dozen people had been killed in Kenya during these demonstrations?
The police took an oath in Kenya, oath of service, oath to protect lives. The police are taking lives of innocent Kenyans. Kenyans whose main problem is just to be poor. Kenyans whose main mistake is to be born from very poor backgrounds, impoverished background. Kenyans whose main problems is just to be a hustler. The president did campaign on a hustler tag, that he is a hustler. The same hustlers that he promised jobs, 1 million jobs every year, is the same hustlers that is turned against, is killing them. Today the president said that there were destruction of property. Our demonstrations were very peaceful. The policemen starts beating people. They lobbed tear gas at people. They fired at people. And then you want to tell me that the president believes that property is much more important than life? While those properties are meant for lives. So between the property and the lives, which one came first? It is the lives that came first. So the president said today that the officials from Chinese government traveled all the way from China to Kenya to question him about the destruction of an expressway, a road. The president, in his wisdom or lack of the same, my brother, is saying that officials traveled from China to Kenya, forgetting that their lives which were lost in Kenya. What will happen is not even sensitive to the fact that there are people, their lives over 50, who have been lost in Kenya. People have been injured. People are nursing bullet wounds. These things are not important. These people are not important to the president. What is important to the president are the property. So, you can tell the kind of a president that we have.
Well, Mr.
Between lives and property, which one is he valuing most?
Well,
and this property,
President William Ruto, if you'll allow me, has said that he's prepared to have a conversation with Raila Odinga, who's the head of your party. What is your reaction to this?
You know, in law, there's a maxim called, there are maxims. And one of the maxims is that he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. The president is not coming in this conversation with clean hands. His hands are already dirty. He's not coming in good faith. He's not coming in good spirit. Raila Amolo Odinga has always shelved his ambitions. Way from 2007 when Raila won elections in Kenya. He shelved his ambition for the interest of the Kenyan citizens. He agreed to be the bigger person and was given a prime minister, and he won presidency. In 2013, Raila Amolo Odinga shelved his ambition. In 2017, Raila Amolo Odinga shelved his ambition, despite the fact that the Supreme Court nullified the presidential election in Kenya in 2017. In 2022, Raila Amolo Odinga has agreed to be the bigger person. But the president is not coming to this in clean hands, with clean hands. The president is assuming and saying in national television, in the public, that the police are doing a good work to kill people, the people that is supposed to rule over. So this man is not genuine in what he's saying. And I would like to tell him that power is like a pendulum. Power shifts. When it's on this side, that the way it is on his side now, it will shift and leave him and it will shift to the other side.
So what will it take? What will it take to resolve this impasse? What will it take for the opposition led by your leader, Raila Odinga, to stop these demonstrations?
You know, we don't even have to hold talks because this is not post-election violence, because Raila is not looking for anything from this government, and it is not post-election violence. The reason why Kenyan citizens are demonstrating is because of the cost of flour, because of the high taxation, because of high tax increment.